Ihe bịara ime bụ testimony. I want to give testimony today. How many of you know what I'm holding on my hand? How many of you? Kedu onye n'ime unu ma ihe ọbụla n'ime unu ma ihe a na-akpọ this thing? What do you call it in your local language? This is onugbu. This is onugbu vegetable. Very powerful food. Very powerful food. Very powerful medicine. You know, God designed the body of human beings to be completely taken care of by food. The food you eat on a daily basis is not about the taste, but it is about what your body extracts from food by the way of nutrition. What is the nutritional content of the food you eat on a daily basis? And then before I proceed, talking about this vegetable, just briefly, I don't want to take much of your time. I want to thank Ufunwa Igbo a na-akpọ Odogwu Akataka. Odogwu Akataka, dibịa katara ahụ ekene gị. Nwa obere nwa dibịa na-ewu ewu. Odogwu Akataka ekene gị. Odogwu Akataka, there was a day this young man, this young dibia brought this thing out and then took part of it and then just ate it as I'm going to eat it now. Just ate it this way. As he was eating it, he was dishing out the benefit of this. He talked of cancer, breast cancer, and things like that. But for me, I started taking it ever since then. I started chewing it like this, and I realized that this thing actually rearranged my body, started rearranging it. Ever before, I occasionally have running stomach, at least in a month or so. I will have running stomach. But ever since I started using this product, this food that nourishes my body, I no longer experience such thing. And my wife, I converted my wife to at least every day take some leaves of this wonderful food and eat it raw like this. Even that day, Odogwu Akataka made a very remarkable something. He said he doesn't even wash it. I don't even wash it. Whenever I bring it out, I just munch it. There are things that kept attracting me to onugbu. There are things that kept attracting me to onugbu. When you see certain onugbu leaves, you will see that insects will come there and start eating them up. No matter the taste, you call it bitter. Igbo people come here to distort what we have. They told you it is bitter leaf. But calling it bitter leaf and onugbu, do they correlate? Do they have the same meaning? Onugbu or onugbu, whichever one you call it in Igbo land, whatever is your dialect, this onugbu remains onugbu. And the white man came here and told you it's bitter leaf. This vegetable is a detoxifier. But the way we eat it is that we will maniama arafo. When you mash it, you remove the real chlorophyll content of it. You remove the power that helps to detoxify the body. That's what we do, the way we eat it. So, but this guy came up and made a powerful teaching about this. Ever since then, I don't go back from eating this onugbu like it is just a normal angara or those vegetables you can eat raw. I don't care about the taste. So like I told you, that the food we eat today, we are only interested in the taste. We are not interested in the nutritional quality of the food. We keep consuming food because of the taste, but it does not have those things that helps to nourish the cells in your body. You are an organic human being. You are nature. You are nature. So what you need to eat is not something that is processed or inorganic food, the food that is not compatible with your body. You know, there are we in this renaissance have a lot of work to do, because it's not only talking about Christianity and how they robbed us of our identity. They also robbed us of the quality food we should have been eating, that would have made sure that nobody operates on you. Nobody cuts your part of body with knife, except if there is something like accident or things like that. But apart from developing natural illness, we don't need that knife. And that's the challenge Africans have right now. We have a lot of things to do. Those who are pharmacists in the awakened souls, they should begin to look inwards, so that we chase away all these big pharmaceuticals that have come to rob us, to sell chemical drugs that destroy our body on a daily basis. I am so grateful to Odogwu Akataka for sharing this powerful vegetable that we all know. Like ndị Igbo, anyị na-eri n'ofe onugbo. We eat onugbo soup. I told you that their language is never our language. English language is not the same as Igbo. When you say bitter leaf and we call it onugbo, do they coronate? The answer is no. So this is very powerful. So those of you who want to stay healthy, this is part of the food you'll be eating. It detoxifies your system. The digestion starts from the mouth with certain food, get down to your intestine, the small intestine, and then the big intestine. The big intestine is where the war is always taking place, because after the body, digesting the food, it will now push it down to the big intestine, where bacteria, both positive bacteria and negative bacteria, are having a field day, and that's where we start developing problem of different illnesses that we face today. Thank you very much for listening to me.